$112 million fraud. That's the fraud SEC says two guys ran, and it all started with them buying dead companies. Not the stores, worthless, not the inventory, just the names. 31 million for Pier 1's name alone. By the end of this video, you'll know what your brand's name would sell for dead. Most of you won't like the number.
Here's the trap you're probably in. You think you're building a product, better features, better funnel, better retention numbers. None of that has a price tag. The day the lights go out, everything you optimize gets liquidated for pennies. Only one asset survives the death, the name. Models a sporting goods company that lasted 131 years. Its name sold for $3.7 million, less than a decent house in Manhattan. A century of trust, prized, sold to strangers, and most of you have no idea what a name would fetch. That's the whole problem, and by the end, you'll know how to check.
And you have already seen these guys work without knowing it. Using RadioShack came back? It didn't. RadioShack is dead. What came back is a logo, bought out of bankruptcy auction, worn like a costume. Here's who's inside the costume. 2019, Alex Mayer, ex-NASA scientist who sold a dating app, and Ty Lopez, the here in my garage guy, start a company called Retail E-commerce Ventures. The model is simple and cool. Wait for a famous brand to die, buy the cops cheap, 8 dead brands in about 3 years. For Pier 1, they outbid a private liquidity firm. Went from 20 million to 31 million for a company without no stores, no staff, no stock. Why? Because they weren't buying a business. They were buying trust. The brand you've heard beats the brand you haven't every time. That's the entire thesis of modern branding. Admitted out loud by the guys buying the bodies. And remember, every price they paid is a number your brand has too. They are getting to yours. So what do you do with the corpse you bought for the name? You milk it. They took RadioShack, a 100-year-old electronics brand your dad trusted, and turned it into a cryptocurrency project. Tokens, crypto much, because the name still pulled attention, and attention is inventory. And isn't two guys in a room. It's an industry. Authentic brand does it at billion-dollar scale. Beyond bought Bed Bath and Beyond Cops and was so committed to the bid it took the dead company's name as its own. Now the part I promised you. In September 2025, the SEC charged Meher and Lopez with the fraud. The claim they raised $112 million from hundreds of investors, promising returns up to 25%, then allegedly pocketed $16 million for personal use and paid old investors with the new investors' money. Upon this style, the men selling dead trusts were allegedly burning living trusts the entire time. RadioShack got sold off again to a company in El Salvador. The cops changed hands twice. Nobody billed. Here's the payoff. No tool spits out your dollar figure, but a bankruptcy buyer prices exactly 3 things. You can check all 3 today free. Run this audit this week. This is what your brand would be worth dead. Number 1. Share of search. Open Google Trends, your brand name versus your competitors 5 years. If your line is flat while there climbs, your trust is depreciating. No dashboard is showing it. Share of search rates market share. That's why acquirers look at it before they look at your funnel. Number 2. Brand plus direct share. Open GA4 and Search Console. What percent of your traffic comes looking for you? By name or by typing your URL. If it's under 20%, you don't own an audience. You are renting one from Google and Meta, and the lease ends the day you stop paying. The Branded CAC Gap. Open your Google Ads account or any ads account, cost per acquisition on a branded terms versus non-branded. If a branded cost you $2 and a cold cost you $9, that's $7 gap multiplied across every branded conversion this year. That's a dividend your name pays. That's the number a buyer at a bankruptcy auction is actually pricing. Every campaign you run is either a deposit into those 3 numbers or a withdrawal. Most marketers withdraw for years.
and never once deposit. Now you can track which one you are doing. If you want to build a brand worth buying instead of one worth burying, subscribe. The next autopsy is already on the table.